what does the business value? What kind of metrics are we trying to drive? So I quickly found out, getting people to stay with HelloFresh was a big thing, right? Of course, in any subscription, you want to make sure that you get people to come back. Always, right, to build out your audiences. So I proposed a quick something called the usability test with some potential users on a shoestring budget of the sign-up experience. So let's see how people actually sign up for HelloFresh. Let's talk to them. Let's get them through it. And I was able to justify the cost of this small study by finding out if I could convince a couple of people to sign up, it would be worth the study, right? It's just marketing at that point. So after the testing, actually, fun fact about the testing, the first usability test was actually run on top of a dumpster because there was just no room in our office. Anyway, let me go back to that. So what happened is after the testing, we uncovered this small but important issue within our sign-up process. We changed it, really, really easy fix, and it led to a massive increase in sign-ups for our site. And since then, it's just been honestly this rocket ship of just what other problems could we uncover from the user, and how could we as a business begin to solve those challenges with what we're trying to do, right? Trying to get people to experience this great product that is HelloFresh and stay with us.
Yeah, I mean, super interesting. Before we double click on some of the things that you started to touch upon, I mean, for those that may not be completely familiar with HelloFresh, could you just spare a few sentences about the company as such, just to get a feeling for the order of magnitude, scale, growth, revenue, whatever you're allowed to share? Could you help us out a bit?
Absolutely. So let me tell you a little bit about HelloFresh if you haven't heard about it. So HelloFresh's mission is to bring joy to people all over the globe by providing meal solution opportunities to fit everyone's unique dietary needs, all while focusing on some very important areas of sustainability and providing a bunch of variety of options. In fact, you might just think, oh, HelloFresh, I've heard of them. Maybe, I think they're like based in Berlin. It's a great service for Germany. We're actually in 16 different markets, including the US, across Europe, Australia, New Zealand, as we begin to really feed the globe. I run the research restaurant where I like to kind of, frame it, since we're going to talk about food a little bit. I know we might be a little hungry today. So I like to think about our researchers as the cooks, our users as our ingredients, our stakeholders, right, as our customers, and each research project as a meal that the cook is serving, right, to our customers. So when running any kind of restaurant, right, we want to make sure that our meals or our projects leave our customers or stakeholders satisfied in order to provide the best user experience in helping to feed the globe. So that's really, a little bit more about HelloFresh.
And I suppose across the 60 markets, I suppose the boxes differ by market, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is an area in research called individual differences, right? You can imagine that we have our unique needs. So a box in Germany, right, might be different in, say, the United States, right?
Yeah.
We have different preferences and different taste profiles.
Yeah. And is that the same for the digital product, your app/websites? Is that also different by country, or is it, let's say, one stack and one user interface for all markets with different content, obviously?
Really fun about, my position here about really kind of being in charge of studying the user experience is there are so many different users across the globe, right? The way that we think about things is completely different. I'll give an example, reading on the web. So we typically, right, we may read from left to right. However, in some of our Asian markets, right, and I know also say in Hebrew, right, in Israeli, right, you read from right to left. So the position of the interface is completely different. And those are things that you really want to keep in mind whenever you optimize a solution. What kind of population am I really targeting?
Something you can't tame, 'cause I break the chains. Can't control me. I got the power. I got the